So Luka dropped from number 2 last year to number 3 this year. Ahead of him, as we just mentioned, SGA, Nikola Jokic.
Okay, they deserve it.
However, might be in the best shape of his life, coming off that dominant Eurobasket run. Could he be in a position, could you see him take that mantle as the best player in the league this season?
AKA win the MVP award. Yeah, so ESPN has a bunch of lists kind of floating out there right now. We just went over one of them. They polled their all their writers about 2 weeks ago. Who's the coach of the year favorite? Who's the rookie of the year favorite? Who's the MVP favorite? And Luka was second on that list, I believe. So, he's hanging out in 2 and 3 in all these spots. And it's pretty impressive, especially if you really have LeBron as a top 10 player who was just outside the top 5 last year in MVP voting. Luka not eligible. He missed too many games, especially if you have LeBron kind of pulling away from some third place votes and second place votes, because they're going to give it to a Laker when this award is voted on 7 months from now or whatever. It's interesting if Luka really does, if he wins the MVP, put it this way, he's going to absolutely deserve it because you have another talented player pulling some votes away from you on the same team.
Yes, it's possible, because if you're in that top 5 ranking, then you can, if things break your way and you have that kind of a year that Brez is talking about, you have the ability to be the best player in the world in that season. If you're ranked in the top 5 in the NBA. Now, as Brez had mentioned, a lot's got to go right. You got to stay healthy. You got to put up big numbers, and you got to win.
Yeah.
And you got to win.
I used to be on this. Yeah.
But can he? Yes.
Yeah.
But you got to win.
I used to be on this voting panel when I was at the LA Times. I guarantee the first thing, we've talked about this before, first thing voters do when it's time to send in that ballot the last week of the regular season or whatever, you look at the standings. Okay, who's where in the standings? That guy's a good player, but his team is 6th in the West. I'm going to scratch him off. This guy's good. Yeah. He's 4th in the West, but this guy's just as good. His team's going to win the West in the regular season. I'm going to go with the guy who has the better record. Winning team record is probably the most important consideration in my mind. And then you start looking at stats and importance to your team.
Unless you're talking about the WNBA.
From the day he started, though, you've talked about that because you used to vote.
Yeah.
I've always appreciated that, Brez, because listen, I complain about it enough when it comes to high school volleyball all the way till the NBA. Like, I don't think people reward winning enough. I think individual accolades are so built on just numbers. And some of those numbers can be empty calories, or because they promote a certain person, or we put someone up here, then that person's automatically slotted into that All-American, and they don't really look at the overall picture. Winning matters. When it comes to these awards, I mean, obviously, if you have, a Shohei type season and you hit 55 bombs and say you steal 50 bases and your team's 4th, you can still win the MVP for sure.
Sure.